What's wrong with being an angry prophet denouncing the hypocrisies of our times?
Do you want to be an angry prophet denouncing the hypocrisies of our times?
Yeah, I think I'd like to be an angry prophet denouncing the hypocrisies of our times. Then grab it! Grab it!
Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
Turn on, tune in, and drop out.
Yeah, I'm super cool.
I never once said na-da-da.
I think everyone wants to know where we came from and how the universe began.
You know what I'm saying?
I have sinned against you.
Reese.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Reese on the radio, and I know everybody's talking about the Jerry Sandusky Penn State University scandal. And, look, who would I be if I didn't chime in? And even though, hey, I was accused, why shouldn't I talk about this? I figured I'd probably be the perfect person to discuss this. Now, I'm not going to be the one that's going to sit up here and talk about whether or not Jerry Sandusky is guilty or not. I don't know. I wasn't there. I got an issue with the Bob Costas interview where you're asked, simple and plain, whether or not you molest little boys or you're sexually attracted to little boys, and you got to repeat the damn question twice before you answer it. And it isn't an emphatic no. Hell no, Bob Costas, I don't touch little boys. You don't do that. You don't even do that. You got to repeat the question twice as if you're trying to grasp what question was. Hey, knucklehead, you like little boys? It's that simple. But anyway, whatever. I digress. But I think what people are missing here, even though the focus has been towards this particular place, people are going after Joe Paterno. Now, Joe Paterno's moral obligation has been the subject on many talk shows and a lot of these, TV news organizations. Joe Paterno. They keep talking about him. What was his moral obligation? See, moral obligation is a subjective thing. See, you can think someone has a moral obligation to say this or to do that. But see, that's about self-righteousness. We don't know what one's moral obligation is. It may be an overwhelming ideal, but it's still subjective. Do we believe that Joe Paterno should have contacted the police? Of course. I believe he should have. I think he should have. See, the type of person I am, I'd have said to hell with the hierarchy over at Penn State University. I would have said, hey, listen, guys, McCreary just told me that he saw Sandusky in the shower with a naked 10-year-old boy. Okay? Look, I'm letting you know we got to call the police. He's bringing young boys in here all the time. We got to stop this. I don't care about anything else. Now, if he decided to say that and the higher-ups or the hierarchy at Penn State University said, hey, whoa, slow down there, Joe. We don't want to bring that kind of attention to heat to the program. You understand what that'll do to us financially? Now, that is most likely what Joe Paterno had to deal with. And I would have stopped in my tracks and I'd have looked at him and I said, yeah, but what are you saying? What are you saying? We're not going to call the police? What are you saying? We're not going to stop this? We're not going to get this guy off the campus? We got to do something. Who knows what it is that he's doing? He could do that open right here at Penn State University in the shower where anybody can walk in. Who knows what this guy's doing? And then, the higher-ups, what did they do? We know what they did. They kept this under wraps. They kept it under wraps for a long time. This stuff took place in the 90s, in the early aughts. And now we're finding out about it in 2011. And there are numerous children coming forward. So what we're finding out is that the hierarchy, or the higher-ups for that matter, at Penn State University kept this under wraps. And probably for one reason, and we can all assume what that reason was. It was to protect the financial status, the money coming in, the money that state university makes. And they protected themselves. See, it wasn't about protecting Jerry Sandusky. It's about protecting the reputation of the school. And they have to pay for that. You see, trying to protect themselves monetarily will now affect them in a monetary way. And it should. That's the risk. That's the chance you take. So forget about moral obligation. What we need to pay attention to here, and here's the focal point, is that this is an institution that teaches our young people. And here, a young person may have been violated. Many young people may have been violated. And this institution that educates our youth was more concerned about the money and not the future. And that, my friends, is where we need to focus. Penn State University, and any university that chooses its money over the welfare of children, needs to be put to an end. That's all I can say. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. It's Reese on the radio. Holler.